Lucky Boys Podcast.
It was awesome, like that outdoor seating. I'll be honest, the food was still really, really good. Like, if anything, I felt like it tasted fresher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because one...
Made to order?
Yeah, it's made to order, essentially. And with them, the fresher, the better, right?
I miss the chicken feed. I miss like beef, beef chow fun, like all that.
歌炒牛河
like, just the whole experience. Like even the bad parts where I'm going out with my family, and then I have my mom like saying like you're late, like she's there already waiting.
Yeah.
She's like I got a table, and then I'm not able to hold this table if you're not gonna be here.
Yeah, fighting over the check.
Yeah, fighting over the check, and then
shoulder to shoulder, rude ass strangers.
and then we have extra people coming, and then she's asking like for extra chairs, and it's like, but we got this table for like 5 people, but there's like 7 people coming, and I'm like, so awkward, right? So
yes.
awkward. But people accommodate, But I love that because they like, yay. I mean, restaurants that we go to, they accommodate. They want us to be happy. Mm-hmm. They're looking for families to be together. So
yeah,
I miss that.
Hey guys, real quick, if you guys are listening, go support the businesses out in Chinatown, please, if you can.
If you love Chinese, if you love food in general,
Just
go
go
support
out there.
Oh,
yeah, if you have a choice and
you love ramen, you love sushi, go out. Go out.
And they deliver.
Please,
so if you don't want to walk out.
they're hurting. They are hurting. Businesses down. Please support them, guys. They need it. I mean, there's so much. I mean, the truth is, and this doesn't get said enough, but there are businesses in China, specifically over at 46 Mott, the bakery there.
Yes.
Where they're feeding the homeless. They're feeding the community. They're doing so much out there. And they're already taking loss on profits. Big time, but they're still out there trying to help the community.
I'm glad you mentioned 46 Mott, man. Shout out to Patrick Mock for putting that project together and feeding
calling
the
De
elderly.
Blasio out too.
And calling De Blasio out,
Yeah, if you guys don't know, I mean, this has been on a lot of media sites, so it's not a secret. But it looked like from what the video we saw and based on what what's been reported, is that De Blasio went to Chinatown for a photo op. And he's basically saying Chinatown's open for business. But when one of the business managers out in Chinatown was speaking with De Blasio about the current state and what we need, and actually speaking up, his voice didn't matter. In the middle of his sentence, De Blasio just kind of blew him off and then just turned his back on him and walked away in the middle of his sentence. I mean, dude, what do you think? Like, at least if the cameras are in front of you, do you not think that people are going to feel outraged about that? Just number one, from a let's just forget about how wrong it was. We all know that. But just from how much do you suck as a politician?
The PR standpoint, the optics is so bad.
Like just your emotional IQ. Yeah. Like, you got to know cameras on you. At least play to the cameras. Do some Hollywood shit.
You can't hide that because the camera's on you. It's recording every single fucking moment.
Exactly. You got to be aware, like, oh shit, camera A, camera B. Therefore,
but
I don't want to hear what this person has to say, but let me at least, as a politician, for my political career, let me just...
Well, that's the fucked up part. For him to even do that means that he doesn't even think he'll have any lashback on his political career anyway.
Then why go for a photo op? Why go for that photo op? Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what was going through his mind. I don't want to speak on behalf of him, but what the fuck? You know, like, what was that? Or like, did he have to take a piss really bad? Did he have to blow a fart? Like, what made you do that? Like, what made you turn his back while he's like struggling to survive? I mean, this is the guy that was doing so much good in the city that you're the mayor of. He deserves to be heard. Okay? Definitely. He's not just some random manager of a Chinese establishment that just decided to say something and with no valid input or energy or activity or resume of doing anything positive during this time. During these hard times, he's done his best to turn a negative into a positive. He deserves to be heard, not his back turned on. At least politely excuse yourself and say something like, I'm sorry, this and that, let me hear. At least get one of your assistants, like, let me hear what you need. I mean, come on. on. How bad is your emotional IQ? You know, like, I know there's so many people that does not like de Blasio, not just Asians, like a ton.
In general.
A ton. Not even New Yorkers. You know, that's how bad it's gotten.
But also that incident is sort of like solidifies the silencing of Asian American voices or Asian voices in general, because you have this person here who did such great things for the community at a dire time, and then he's pleading with the mayor to hear him out, to ask for additional help, additional support for the community.
Yep.
And then that happens.
You know what I will say? He was obviously shy, but the passion and the realness that came out of that was beautiful. And I'm telling you, we never seen Asians recorded like that, where you get an introvert or someone who's not used to speaking up, speak up. But then when they do confront that, it's beautiful things come out. And he had a hard time getting some of his words out. And I was right there. I was supporting him. And so was China Mac, Lex, Steve Lee, and everybody else there. And he had trouble finding his words at times, but people just was like encouraging him. And it wasn't like he was hard time finding his words because he didn't know what to say. It wasn't that. It was just because he was trying not to be emotional. He was just like, but when he got over that and he confronted his emotions and he said, you know what? Fuck that. And he just poured out and he just energized the crowd, energized the rally. We kept marching straight through.
Everything just made sense at that moment for him.
Patrick, you are a powerful person. You are inspiration, bro.
Thank you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you for feeding the homeless, doing what you're doing in Chinatown. And you know what Patrick said? It really stuck with me too. He goes, don't just support my business here at 46 Mart. Don't support the business that I manage. He said, everybody's hurting around here. Go to any place in Chinatown, just please. He is Chinatown.
Yeah.
That is a fair representation of what New York City Chinatown is, and every Chinatown. That's the heart. That's the engine. It's the business owners and folks like Patrick. I love you guys, man.
Yeah, Chinatown strong, baby.
Chinatown strong, baby.